to the offense's success.
Keeps it moving for a 3-yard gain to the 24.
I think a big part of this isn't necessarily scoring a touchdown on that play, but you're just trying to get your offensive line in the rhythm of the game. Let those big fellas get lathered up.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. He's looking to throw. Unloads to the wideout. Makes the grab. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense. Fresh set of downs after the completion. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Trying to make magic with his feet.
One of the things I love about bootlegs as a former quarterback is it's sort of a run-pass option yourself, right? You're given the choice and the freedom out in space to just do what the defense is not ready for. And that time, everybody covered in the back end, but no one there accounting for the quarterback. So go get as many yards as you can. Nice job.
Tackle is made at the 48. It's a pickup of 5 and enough for the first down. And the Hilltoppers are moving quickly down the field. Going up top on first down. Snagged in the middle. It's Stewart. They make the stop, but not before they do their work up top and pick up a first down.
Nice job by the receiver there, running the drag route against zone coverage, finding the soft spot, making it easy on his quarterback to get the completion. He turns it upfield, and he moves the sticks.
He's looking deep. And he makes the catch inside the 10. They make the stop at the 5-yard line, but they've got it 1st and goal. And how about taking a big chunk out of this defense on the opening drive?
And with the speed they have on the perimeter, Reese, no doubt, they want to come out here and test this secondary, test these DBs, and they know they've got the Q.
And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, Hilltopper.
I really like that drive for this offense. Putting last week behind them, putting the drive together, showing some explosiveness. This offense really put last week behind them. The poor performance last week, starting off with a bang here today.
The returner will field it and try to do some business. And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. So Virginia Tech's offense taking the field for a chance. We have to see them today. As we take a look at our impact players for this game, David, what do you look for to make an impact from your leaders?
Your leaders not only have to lead the football team, but they got to step up and make plays on the field, keep everybody calm. These guys typically do a really good job of it.
Yeah, David, and they also generally set the tone for their respective football teams. Regardless of which side of the ball they play on, the teammates look towards them to step up in big games like this.
From the 17, it's 2nd and 7. He's looking to throw. And he just flat dropped it. I think he wanted to run before he secured it. I don't know why, but it's a thing. The ACC Wheel of Destiny, you spin it, you never know how it's going to come up, and you can't afford to give away a game early in a conference like this.
And I think both of these coaching staffs, David, understand that, and they've been preaching to their team, we've got to start fast. Not just in this game. We've got to start the season fast. We've got to take advantage of this opportunity.
And I think Reese hit it right on the head, too. The Wheel of Destiny, right? It seems like it's a new team every year that's playing in the championship. And
he lobs one high down the left side. And the DB making a huge play, knocking it away downfield.
Well, the receiver was double covered on that play, and I don't know if the decision by the QB had to do with the pressure. Because he was hurried, he just had to get rid of that faster than he wanted to. He's lucky he didn't come away with an interception there.
Found a little space, and he's got 4 to the 35. How bold will they be on 3rd down after that last run? From the gun, wants to pass. Just had to get rid of that one to save the yardage on 3rd down. The Hokies line up to punt it away. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. Able to get the first one of the day away. They did have to send him out 3 times in that victory last week. They'll get down and put a stop to the return at about the 20. Western Kentucky offense back onto the field. Man, what a drive last time for the touchdown. That passing attack was lethal, David.
Yeah, and you hear all these stupid commentators like me and Jesse talking about create balance, run and pass. No, when you throw that good, spin the ball around.
So the defense has to find a way to affect the quarterback on this drive because last drive he had way too much time to throw.
Off the play fake on first down. Might be looking to run. A strike downfield. And there was lots of space as he gets it to the 39-yard line.
I love when QBs break the pocket and still look to attack. Because as soon as you break the pocket, I'm thinking, oh, man, he's going to take off and run, and I might come up. But those big plays can be made down the field. Nice job by the quarterback keeping his eyes down the field.
Trying to get to it. Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49. That sack gets this offense behind the chains. It's second down. He's looking to throw. And the defense gets loose, bringing the heat, and down he goes again.
The offense just set themselves up in a bad situation on this one. Second and third and long, there's not a lot of guesswork. Defense knows they're throwing the football, and you could tell on that pass rush, man, they were coming.
On third and long, they need a big completion. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and fourth down's coming. The Hilltoppers will send out the punt unit. They'll look to pin him deep. And the punt hits at the 8 and goes into the end zone for the touchback. And Virginia Tech sends the offense onto the field. That last drive fizzled out, Jesse. They had to punt it.
Yeah, they did. And, David, they're just going to have to do a better job this time around erasing the mental mistakes.
And just trying to solve the defensive riddle, understanding what they're trying to do to you and attack them.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
Brought to the ground, but not before getting enough for the first down.
Wow, what a nice run. He's showing you his athleticism there. You guys remember back in the day when we were calling a game here and the all-time great Virginia Tech running back Kevin Jones came up to the booth and he got into a vertical leap contest with Pollard. It was awesome. This guy on the field, man, he's got so much skill and ability. He's strong and he's fast, and I think he can also out-jump them.
They've been running it, but now the pass. He just got rid of that one to save the down. Didn't see anything he liked. They couldn't make the connection on second down. Now a 3rd and 7 to keep the drive alive. From the gun, wants to pass. Still looking, on the move. The quarterback bought as much time as he could, but the defense got to him and sacked him. And the Hokies send out the punt unit. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. The Hilltopper offense comes onto the field again. They'll have another opportunity to extend this lead after punting last time, David.
And it's important to put that punt behind you. It's over. Let it go. Get back to what you were doing that built this lead.
Yeah, and defense, obviously, they won a few downs that last drive, so we got to put them on their heels here. Maybe mix up a few personnel groupings and try to show them some pictures they haven't seen yet.
Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. Wide receiver coming across in motion. Touch pass on the jet sweep. Finding a way to put that foot in the ground and get it up to the 37-yard line. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down. They'll try to run for it. They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a first down.
I'll say, watching this offense this year, one of the things you have to be really happy about is their ability to move the sticks. This is one of the top 25 offenses in the country in getting first downs. That running back is one of the biggest reasons. He is a weapon.
And those slot receivers nowadays, they're little water bugs, man. You can play touch football in an elevator to lose to these guys because they're so quick and so dynamic. Get open and catch the football.
Coming out on first down with the play fake. They're bringing heat. Chunked it away just as he was hit. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receivers.
And I know it wasn't successful there, but you can go back to last week. Like, they're going to throw this man the football. They find creative ways to get him the ball. Really good coaches get their playmakers the ball in space, and that's what I like about this offense. I bet they come back to him and find a way to throw him the football some more.
On second down, looking again to throw. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
And this QB already in the first quarter has taken some serious punishment. Got sacked a bunch, got hit a bunch. He's been targeted a lot. This offense needs to find some answers before we're going to be looking at his backup playing some serious snaps.
Got his man downfield. Really confident throw and catch there. Big pickup, and they have a first down. That's the end of the quarter. Western Kentucky is on top. Guys, let's have a look at the stats as we played one period. They've swapped into the field, and we're ready to go in the second. First down to start the drive after the break. Running behind that left side.
The run game just has not been working for this offense all game long. You saw it on that last play as well. Just not getting enough push up front on the offensive line. They haven't been physical.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Off the boot, looking for his man. Using his feet to buy time. He'll try to do it himself. They finally make the stop, and he shows why he is dangerous on the run, too, and he's got a first down. And the Hilltoppers trying to get a touchdown on 1st and goal. From the gun. It's complete. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short game there.
That's a good job by the drag route there, understanding its zone coverage. So instead of continuing to run across the field, he settles down into an open spot, making it easy for his quarterback.
He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling.
And it's not a surprise who they gave the football to. When you get down in this area, they're going to call his name. The physical back, they're going to give him the football. They're going to use their identity of physicality and run game down here in the red zone.
On 3rd and goal, they'll try to throw it in. Into the end zone. Touchdown, WKU. An impressive, long, methodical, meticulous drive ends in points.
They just matriculated the ball down the field, didn't they, Reese? So impressive. Didn't see a lot of explosive plays, but how about the execution? Running and throwing the football. Wow.
He thought about bringing that out for a half second, but he'll take a knee and they'll bring it to the 25. And we're about to get another look at this Hokie offense. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point of the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
Got it in the middle, it's Whalen. And he's almost to that first down marker there, saying he's a little bit short. They might want to bring out the sticks and measure, but it looks as if he'll be just short of the first down. It'll be a run on 3rd and short. They get him on the ground after he gets enough to move the sticks.
I think to be a good third down offense, guys, you've got to be able to run the football. You're going to come upon these third and short situations multiple times throughout the course of the year, but you've got to be able to get push up front, and it helps when you have a talent like that to turn around and hand the football off to.
He's got his man. Boy, that was a precision play all the way around. Throw, catch, tackle, bang, bang, bang. He's back to throw on second down. Trying to escape and get it himself. Picks up the first down and gets down to avoid contact. The Hokies want to pick up the tempo.
Yeah, I think you're just seeing the experience this guy has, right? He's so poised that initially he's flushed out of the pocket, nothing's open, and he doesn't panic. He's not throwing it away. He's not sliding early. He just knows where the defense isn't, and he's able to attack that space with his speed and get a positive play.
After losing a couple on that last play, here's 2nd and 12. The give to the back. And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop.
Keep pounding away at this defense and make them play the run. If you can get this many a chunk, they're going to have to commit more guys to the box, more guys to the run, and you open it up for the passing.
They try to pop a run on the draw. Really nice job to convert that third down, and they've got it at the 33. Finally, this offense starting to show a little juice. They've got a 1st and 10. After run, now throw. Nowhere to go with the ball, and down he goes at the 39.
When it's a play-action pass, that quarterback, he really has to sell the fake. He can't tell his offensive lineman's getting beat right away while he's selling the fake. He had no shot.
Jukes his way for more. Jumped on top of the pile.
Well, the defense wasn't expecting that. They had a lot of guys back into coverage. That was second and a lot of yards to go, and they got caught off guard. Not enough guys in the box to control that running.
They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
That's a great job by the defense, understanding exactly the situation, understanding to stay home, play sound. No matter who gets the football, we're going to run to the football hard. We're going to cage the football, be disciplined. Nice job by the defense.
And this one splits the uprights. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Gentlemen, let's take a look at what's happening in this exciting college football game. Buffalo is in trouble. Check that. They're in a world of trouble. May want to head out early and grab a table at the Anchor Bar. They're trailing by 14 to Temple. We are the eyes and ears of the college football fan, and we've got you covered all day here in studio, guys.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Handoff to the single running back. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a 1st down at the 38. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Comes out throwing on 1st down. Grabbed in the middle, it's Stewart. He stopped at the 48, a pickup of 10 on the play. He threw that one with some serious heat. This senior quarterback doesn't need a lot of space to get it in there. Here they come, 1st and 10 from the 48. Use the play fake, now to throw. That's caught, it's Sanders. They make the stop right there. Good pickup, it's still short of the 1st down.
I'll tell you, this slot receiver, he really does give his quarterback a nice option. Runs really good routes. He's got nice hands. You saw it on that last play.
They get him on the ground, but it's a 1st down.
The offense is in a really nice rhythm right now. It seems like no matter what they're dialing up, they're getting positive yards, and it just feels so good as a play caller when you know on 1st down you can get yards like that turning around and handing it off.
Yeah, and on the other side, you're scratching your head going, what the heck can I do here? You got to find something. The defense has got to find a way to create some momentum. Whatever they're doing right now, it's not working. So you got to keep going through that play sheet and maybe find something a little bit different that can give this offense something to think about.
And now on 2nd down for this offense. He's looking to throw. They're trying to get to it. Makes the grab. Makes the catch and knock down.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
He just needed a yard on third down, and there just wasn't any room to pick it up.
You got to have that defense you know you can go to in running situations. Your base defense where you say, okay, this is where I'm going to start, and I'm going to stop the run, stuff it up front. My guys play big up front. Then if I need to add some blitzes to it later on down the road, I can. A great job in the base defense making a play.
Desperately wanted to keep the ball, but they did not. First down for this offense. The give to the tailback. Jukes his way for more. A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
He'll pull it on the read. Gets it to the 46-yard line. First down for this offense.
I tell you what, if you want to take advantage of great players, instead of focusing on blocking them, run the read option. If that guy's really good, make him make a decision. Does he want to tackle the running back? Does he want to fly upfield if he does?
Just flying through the air like a superhero to make the grab.
Well, it's a nice-looking throw right there, and I'll tell you what, for Hokie quarterbacks in the past, it's not all about just hurting you with their legs. Michael Vick could kill you throwing the football. Tyrod Taylor could do it. How about this name? Jim Drunkenmiller. You can just see him right now, dotting an 18-yard dig route. That's a nice-looking throw. That gives me some Drunkenmiller vibes, Paul.
Finds his big tight end. And he laid the lumber to stop him from getting the first down. He's looking for an open man on 2nd down. Buys a little extra time. Tackle is made at the 27. Let's give him 10 yards on the play, and it is enough for a first down. And the Hokies come to the line with a new set of downs. He's going to pass. Forced out of the pocket. Quarterback tried to scramble around for a while, but the defense able to bring him down. A timeout is called as this offense tries to find a way to get more points on the board before the half. Wants to throw on 2nd down. Got his man on the right. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. The offense quickly calls timeout to stop the clock. On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. Makes his connection. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop. And they'll send out the kicker to try a field goal. And now on 4th down, they'll try a field goal. After the earlier field goal, they'll try again, this time a 43-yard attempt. Absolutely perfect.
That makes the score Western Kentucky 14, Virginia Tech 6.
So they put the field goal on the board and about to kick it away, and hoping that'll be the final points of this first half. From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Here comes the Western Kentucky offense back onto the field. Guys, it's been an entertaining first half, and not a lot of time left to put some more points on the board.
No, but you got this possession right here to maybe go into the half tied up. So, good first half, but
going to throw it over the top of the D. And that will be incomplete. Man, that would have been a big hitter if they could have done it, but 2nd down coming. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Misfired on 1st down, back to the air on 2nd. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15. The offense uses a timeout to stop the clock, and they'll get a quick breather. This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. He's looking downfield to throw. Lofts one deep down the right side. And this is dropped. Incomplete. incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on. The Hilltoppers will bring the punt team onto the field. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. They make the stop, and that is the end of the first half.
That's the end of the first half.
Looks as if we're set to crank it up here in the second half.
14. Virginia Tech, 6.
And they desperately wanted to attempt a return, but decided not to. Instead, they'll take the touchback. And Virginia Tech sends the offense onto the field. Tight game as we start the third quarter, and we'll see what type of adjustments they made at halftime.
And getting the ball first here, I think, is such a big deal. Like, I get the first.
And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack.
And giving up 3 sacks a week ago. Now you've already given up 4 sacks. They got to find a way to protect their quarterback. Give him a little bit more time.
Gets it out fast. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down.
Really nice job by the quarterback understanding I needed to throw this ball hard. Like, I got to fit it in there tight. And a nice job by the wide receiver wearing it, because he really didn't have a choice, because he was going to wear that one regardless.
Plows through the defense. And sure, tackling there to keep him from getting to the first down marker.
I know he didn't pick up the first down, but, man, he makes this 4th down way more manageable. It's tough when you got 4th in Africa. Did a great job of making this manageable and keeping the playbook open.
Fields to punt and tries to help improve that field position. He was hoping for a little more running room, but they're able to get him down at the 45. Hilltopper offense comes onto the field again. They missed an opportunity to extend this lead the last time they had it, Jesse.
Yeah, they got to be able to regain that momentum, right? Go back to what was working earlier on in this one. And, David, to me, that starts with being the more physical team.
Oh, I definitely agree. Being the more physical team, but understanding the situation of the game, you're still winning. You got the football back. Now put a nice drive together and execute.
Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on first down. It's 2nd and 3. Going to the running game. Brought down to the ground, but he has enough for the first down.
All right, defense, that's what we can't do. We can't give up this many chunk yards on the ground. Got to commit more guys to the line of scrimmage. Got to get those running backs on the ground. That's way too easy.
They have a first down at the 41-yard line. They're getting this guy lathered up. And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop.
Yeah, and listen, offensively, you run the RPOs. You just want positive yards, make the right read. Read the guy. If he wants to drop back a little bit, hand it off, get some positive yards, go on to the next play.
The give to the back. Able to squeeze out a couple on the play. It's down at the 35.
He's brought down.
3rd and short here from the 35. Might take a shot here if this is 4-down territory. Quarterback checking the play. Wide receiver now comes in motion. They'll go to the air. He finds his man. Moving deeper into enemy territory. Move the chains. It's first down at the 27. I was starting to think about what they would do if they didn't pick up the first down here, but I guess that's a moot point now.
Moot point for sure, and the head coach was probably telling them 4-down territory, we're going to kick a field goal, whatever the next decision was going to be, and now the OC's like, don't worry about it. New set.
And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Western Kentucky. How efficient have they been as they extend this lead here in Week 5? And he made that extra point, the wet turf, no problem at all.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Here's the handoff. They'll wrestle him down just short of the first down. I don't even think they're going to bring out the chains to measure this one.
I love this because you got second and really, really long. And what's the idea of the offensive coordinator? Get third and manageable. Nice job getting the run, not only a positive run, shoot, you almost got the first down. Now you're set up for good success on third down.
The Hokies get enough for the first down.
And that's so tough as a defense because they only got to get inches. But I got to find a way to somehow get a knockback, stop the running back's feet. Right there, I couldn't do it. He gets downhill just enough, and he gets the first down.
It's a good job, too, there on third down by the offense because a major statistic in football in terms of winning and losing is how good are you at staying on the field, keeping drives alive. Whether it's third and long or third and inches, you just have to go execute. They do it.
Corners showing press. They want to be physical here. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a first down. And the Hokies have this offense rolling. They'll run it from the gun. And that's a very productive first down play and bringing up 2nd and 3.
You want to talk about making it easy for an offensive coordinator. You pick up a bunch of yards on first down, make that second down really, really manageable. That's a great job by the offense.
Got out of trouble and throws. Makes the grab. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down. The Hokies come to the line with a fresh set of downs. This time they'll go to the running game. Relying on that running game, and it works for about 3 yards to the 31. Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. Now the play fake. Shoots it to the left. He's got it. Gets out of bounds after the big game, but they've got it 1st and goal.
And that's the beauty of running play action. Everybody sucks up, plays the run, and you get to slip that tight end down the field with a full head of steam, make a big play.
Looking to throw. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15.
Quarterback just has to be more aware of the situation. First down, goal-to-go situation. You cannot take a sack. So the QB, if no one's open, you got to make sure you're throwing that ball out of the end zone and helping your offense out.
The run up the middle, looking for the score. And they stop him just short of the goal line. They'll mark it at the 1.
Well, he gets tackled down at the 1-yard line, so offensively, do you feel confident enough on third here trying to hand it off?
Yeah, and I'm taking both these downs, and I'm coming downhill. I'm running the football, trying to get this in the end zone. I only got a yard to go. I got to be physical.
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Virginia Tech.
You know, this guy's had a big role in this offense this year, especially when they get down close to the end zone. That's his 5th rushing touchdown on the year. He's been a factor for these guys offensively.
And after the extra point, it's a 1-possession game, down 21-13. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. Here's the return from inside his 10. He's got great speed, and he's able to pick his way through the traffic nicely for a good return on that one before he's brought down. Here comes the Western Kentucky offense back onto the field. After standing on the sideline and watching that long touchdown drive, they really need to put something together to give their defense a rest.
And that's a real thing, man. Like, you played a lot of plays, you get worn out, you need a chance to go decompress on the sideline, get some oxygen. Palmer, now it's on this offense.
Yeah, this is the definition of complementary football because it's a 2-pronged problem. You've got to score points and answer, but you've also got to take your time and give your defense an opportunity to get their win.
Back to the ground game on the left. Pretty good effort on that one to work his way up to the 42.
I like this guy as a running back because he can run between the tackles and he can also go outside. He can really do it all.
Come to the line at the 42, facing a 3rd and short. They want to throw it. And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. The defense snatches it, and they're going the other way. Touchdown, Hokies! Not content to get the fumble, they scored with the fumble.
number 75.
And the defense comes with the blitz. Nice job getting to the quarterback. And don't just get there. Try to strip that football out. They get the QB to the ground. The ball's out. They scoop it up, take it all the way back to the house for 6.
They're just about to kick it off after that scoop and score 6.
Virginia Tech, 19.
From inside the 10, here he comes. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Hilltopper offense comes onto the field again. This drive opens up at the 23-yard line. They'll go to the ground. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
They're trying to run the ball on first down, guys, but just nothing doing up front. Their offensive line got blown up on that play. There was nowhere for that guy to go.
Looking deep down the right side. It's complete. A huge pickup. And they'll do more than move the chains. They'll move that thing more than 40 yards down the field before he's finally stopped. What a dynamic play on that last one. Flips the field, and they've got it 1st and 10 from the 28. Looking to move it through the air. Quick strike complete. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first.
Brings up second down.
If you like old school running games, this has been the game for you and a couple of guys who starred through the first 3 periods.
Virginia Tech, 19.
Second down now as they're ready to go back to work. Looking for a crease to the left. He is tackled, but it'll be a fresh set of downs.
Well, the defense didn't blitz. They didn't have everybody in gaps, and the offensive line took advantage at the point of attack, getting some push, opening up a hole, and the offense ripping off a nice run there.
Right back to the well. Running with power. He's now up to 83 yards on the ground, and he has his eyes fixed on leading the nation in rushing.
Well, right away after picking up a first down, they go right back to their playmaker at running back, and I love the push they got up front, getting a hat on a hat, opening a huge hole for the back.
And you become so hard to defend when you can run the football successfully on first down. You're starting like that. Now what opens up? Play action. Now you're making me play pass and run. This offense, if they can create that run physicality, now it opens up everything else.
They've got it down to the 3. Now it's 2nd and goal. Trying to slam in. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Toppers.
Another rushing touchdown. That's now 2 on the game. This offense thought they could come into this one running the ball, being the more physical team, and they look like it right now.
About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown.
Western Kentucky, 28. Virginia Tech, 19.
He'll bring it back looking for help. And the returner runs out of real estate as he goes down.
And the Virginia Tech offense.
And we're about to get another look at this Hokie offense. Looking for a productive play on first down. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. These little gains can start to add up as he gets it up to the 34. They can really be aggressive after that last play. It's 2nd and 3. He leaves it with his back. At the 45 on his way. They get him down at the 49, but not before he picks up 15.
Well, the good news is you got the first down running it there on 2nd and short, but the bad news is you're down by quite a bit here in the 4th quarter, and 2, 3, 4-yard gains aren't going to get it done. You've got to start chucking this thing vertically to get back in the game.
And it's just simple first down run, showing your physicality, setting your offense up in a good spot.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. He's looking to throw. He looks that one in nicely. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the first down. And the Hokies have their offense in high gear. Give to the back. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Well, the linebacker showing you read and react. He knew exactly where that running play was going, and he beat the football to the line of scrimmage and forced the TFL.
Moving the running back, forcing the defense to adjust. Pressure coming. Got his man. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
Nice patience by the quarterback here, working against zone coverage. He was allowing his receiver an opportunity to find that open space in the defense before pulling the trigger.
They'll snap it from the gun on third down. And the incomplete pass will bring up fourth down.
Yeah, and third and short, they choose not to run, throw the football, and I think a lot of that has to do with they know they're in field goal range. They can take the 3 points on the board.
Down by multiple possessions, you can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on fourth down. Pocket starts to collapse. And he's sacked. A big play on fourth down to stop this drive.
In the situation we're in, down 2 possessions, they obviously had to go for that one. And because they're not able to come up with it, it looks like they're going to be leaving this stadium with a L.
Here comes the Western Kentucky offense back onto the field. They unleashed an aerial assault last time that took them right to the end zone, David.
So, Reese, with that drive, I think you've accomplished something you wanted to accomplish. Make this defense think. You've put them back on their heels. Now, shoot, Palmer, you might be able to slip a few runs in on this drive to really jack them up.
Yeah, I like that idea, but I also like the fact that speed kills. And they've got it at the receiver position, so if you've got one-on-one matchups, man, take advantage.
Quick release by the QB. And they wrap him up, but not before he gets enough on the catch for the first down.
This offense is not letting up, guys. They've got a lead here late, and they are still taking shots. They're still looking for explosive plays. This defense just has not had an answer here all game long.
Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with a first down at the 31. He's now up to 104 yards on the ground, and that's just another routine day for this guy who's been among the nation's leaders in rushing all season long. Wants to throw on first down. Caught over the middle. It's Stewart. They make the stop after the catch, and still some work to do to pick up that first down.
I love an offense that wants to stay aggressive. Even when you've got the lead late in a game like this, right, you still try to find your playmakers and get them the ball in space, and that is exactly what this offense is doing.
That last completion sets him up on second down. He's looking to throw. Steps away to find some room. Nothing doing downfield. He'll cut his losses and throw it away. It'll be third down.
Get the quarterback off the spot. Make him flush from the pocket. Put a good hit on him. Check, check, check. You want to do everything you can to make the QB uncomfortable. The defense did all 3 of those on this play and finished it off with a nice lick, nice physical play on the quarterback.
And a really nice run and pick up there before the defense avoided disaster and stopped the really big play.
Everything going the offense's way. They're trying to ice this game late. They've got a really nice lead, so you just want to run the ball, high percentage throws, and keep the chains moving, and they're doing that. This has been a beautiful...
Pulls it in the end zone. Touchdown, Hilltoppers. That one ought to give them firm control of this game, and they have gotten things going here, about to move to 4-1.
Really nice job working the route, getting himself open, and was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Akron is currently trailing in this one, but it feels like the tide may be turning. This program has picked itself up before, and it's capable of it again today. They're trailing by 12 to UMass. We'll circle back if anything big happens you should know about.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Pre-snap motion, quarterback trying to get a read. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming.
Well, the quarterback knew he wanted to go to his tight end on that play. He's a big physical target, but it was the hit on the play that forced the incompletion.
Right back to the air on 2nd and 10. I don't think that's the way they drew it up. Incomplete.
They say pressure bust pipes. This quarterback can attest to it. Goodness gracious. They're getting after him all day. There's a reason they're behind. Pressure the quarterback goes a long way to getting the W.
Release to the back. And a missed opportunity on 3rd down as the defense knocks it free, and 4th down is coming up. No sign of the punt team as they will go for it and try to move those chains. On 4th down, they'll throw for it. And the incomplete pass turns the ball over on downs.
Yeah, and unfortunately, the 4th quarter losing, you got to put the foot on the accelerator. You got to make something happen. So I get it. They had to be aggressive and go for it. They just can't seem to get this offense to make plays when they need it the most.
Couldn't ask for better field position for this offense. Trying to find his man on 1st down. Steps away. And they finally ride him down at the 1-yard line. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone, is still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. The run to the left. Touchdown, WKU! And the stomping has commenced. They're now in really good shape to get back into the win column as they extend the lead here late.
This is a guy that put a lot of pressure on himself coming in this season. He felt like he was ready to have a breakout year. He knew he had all the tools in the toolbox to be able to get it done, and he's showing it. That's his 10th rushing touchdown on the season.
Here he comes from his own end zone. And the coverage team able to make the tackle. And Virginia Tech sends the offense onto the field. We'll see if that failed 4th down in their own end last time, David, sort of curbed some of the aggressiveness. And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9.
The defense has been so dominant up front. You've seen it in these passing situations. That now the 7th sack of the game.
And they're trying to dig out of the hole on 2nd and long from the 9. He's looking to throw. Quickly out to the tight end. Fakes his man out. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the 1st down. The Hokies want to crank the tempo. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. Going to try to get it himself. And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the 1st down. Down in the 4th quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Coming after it. And they got him. A sack denies the try to convert on 4th down.
There's not many play calls on the sheet to score a bunch of points really quickly. So you got to go for it here. I like the aggressiveness, but this offense continues to miss the mark, and they just got to score more points. They got to do better, right, Palmer? That's expert analysis. They got to do better.
The Hilltopper offense comes onto the field again. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer is a different animal. Now you got to protect it.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out everybody right now on the same page.
Not a lot of room down here. He's able to pick up 2. It's down at the 12.
Brings up 2nd down.
Going to work in the red zone, they can pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. They want that clock to run. Pickup of 1. It's down at the 11. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Got it set up on the outside. And the completion gives him a fresh set of downs and keeps this drive moving.
Really nice job there at the quarterback. Reading coverage, he knew exactly where to go with the football and at what exact time. The timing could not have been better. They get the completion on 3rd down, setting up 1st and goal.
And the Hilltoppers have it with a 1st and goal. He'll ride his man on the option. He'll toss it. Touchdown, Western Kentucky. And the route is on. Things a little more comfortable after that score and much, much closer to a win here in Week 5.
Have yourself a day, young fella. You know why they handed him the ball a lot? Because he did that. That's his 4th trip to pay dirt. This dude has shown you a little bit of everything. What a great back. And 4 touchdowns on the day.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And we're about to get another look at this Hokie offense. This offense has pretty much been stuck in the mud the entire game. It's been a frustrating performance, Jesse.
Yeah, and listen, you can't be hanging your head just yet. This game's not over. This coaching staff is still evaluating their players. So if you're on the field right now, you've got to finish this game. You've got to try to prove something to them.
Well, the game is over, to be clear. They're not coming back. But I hear what you're saying. Keep fighting. Keep showing your coaches it matters. And maybe find something positive here late that you can build on for the weeks to come.
They'll need to convert this 3rd down from their own 22 to get this drive jump-started. He's taking a deep shot. Can't make the play on the interception, and man, they were looking for their first pick of the game. Instead, it'll be 4th down. No signs of any kind of kicker as they'll leave the offense out there to try to move those chains. They got him. It's a sack, and what a stop for this defense to turn it over on downs. And it looks as if they've buzzed down. Replay wants to have another peek at that last play. After taking another look just to confirm everything, the officials on the field got it right. The play will stand. Here comes the Western Kentucky offense back onto the field. Boy, they have delighted these home fans here by putting this game in a hammerlock, David.
Yeah.
Just causing wreckage in the secondary. Gets it all the way down to the 2-yard line. He was fighting for that end zone. Quick timeout from the offense to save precious seconds. Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost trying to defend their own end zone. Wide out in motion. They'll try to get it in with the run. Touchdown, Topper! And the punishment has been extended.
Points, points, and more points. This offense has had their way. They just keep their foot on the gas, keep putting up points, keep putting up touchdowns. And you know what? This is one of those stats days. You look back and you're like, that guy had 12 touchdowns in the year. Well, 4 or 5 of them might have been in this game.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And the return man is stopped, and that'll leave it up to the offense on the next drive. Good news, I guess, a lot of room to work with as they start this drive from their own 15. Looking to go up top on 1st down. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. Grabbed over the middle. It's Whalen. Stopped after making the catch.
And this game is obviously out of hand. But I think the fans would argue, too, at this point, like, all right, well, let's not throw checkdowns, right? Let's throw some deep balls and continue to open up this offense and keep fighting. I think that's what you want to see. You want to see your squad not quit. Keep fighting until the very end of the football game.
He's going to pass on second down. With the catch, it's Whalen. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. This is what an elite team does. They know they're better. They go out. They take the figurative sledgehammer and hit them right between the eyes.
And they just look good in every phase of the game. If I'm on the coaching staff, I don't know what you could ask for your guys.